Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to see everyone gathered for this important celebration. I'm Josh Collin, president of HRI Communities. HRI is a New Orleans-based national firm, so we're accustomed to traveling to our neighborhood for our neighborhood revitalization work and making observations as outsiders. So I would like to share that we have never seen a local community come together around a redevelopment effort in such a united and committed manner as folks have here around the Choice Neighborhoods redevelopment. Thank you. Thank you for making HRI and everyone else that touches this undertaking no longer feel like outsiders, but really part of an insider team. Everyone here is united around the common goal of storm recovery in a resilient, sustainable, and equitable manner that generates high-quality, mixed-income housing, neighborhood transformation, and provides long-time community residents with services and education and training that improves lives for generations to come. The HUD Choice Neighborhoods implementation grant that this community received just last summer has allowed the entire team to get to work on making tangible progress. We're here to celebrate two examples of that progress. First, the groundbreaking of Mid-City Lofts Apartments, which is the community right here at the corner of 18th and Lake Streets. This 46-unit apartment building represents the first housing phase of the overall redevelopment effort. The overall redevelopment will have 562 new mixed-income apartments, amenities, retail space, brand new streets and infrastructure, public parks, and be a complete mixed-use, mixed-income community when it's eventually completed. Second, we're celebrating the launch of demolition activities to remove all of the existing storm-damaged and functionally obsolete buildings and infrastructure from the entire Lloyd Oaks Dixie Drive site. There are many team members that have provided unwavering commitments and real leadership to get us to this point, but Mayor Nick Hunter's dedication and passion has resulted in a ton of focus and drive to build this momentum. Please join me in welcoming to the podium our first speaker, Mayor Hunter.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Josh. Good afternoon, everyone. This really is an exciting day, and it's one thing to talk about things happening, and it's another thing to actually put a shovel in the ground or have a ribbon cutting for something especially as monumental as the investment we're talking about today. This area of the city geographically is smack dab right in the middle of the city. And if you want to make an impact on a body of water, if you cast a stone in the middle, those ripple effects will go throughout the entire city. And I think that's what we're doing here is we're making an impact on the heart of the city, which will have ripple effects throughout the entirety of the city. This groundbreaking today is important. It's also part of a string of projects that are coming to fruition. And I want us to take a moment just to think about ongoing construction projects inside the city of Lake Charles. And by the way, I'm not talking about storm recovery projects. Right now inside the city of Lake Charles, there's over $250 million, $250, $250 million of private investment happening in this community. When you add the public infrastructure investment on top of that, we're talking about $500 million of construction and development that's happening right now inside the city of Lake Charles. This project is just another part of that success story. The most important people here today, though, are some people to my left who are former residents of this area who joined us today. I know I'm putting them a little bit on the spot, but ladies, I want to thank y'all for being here today. We're doing this for y'all. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Josh.
Sir. As co-grantee with the city, the Lake Charles Housing Authority is at the center of the Choice Neighborhoods transformation. Their staff, executive leadership, and board has worked tirelessly. I would like to specifically recognize Avonda Biggs, LCHA's CNI coordinator, Shaniqua Dixon, whose title should be All Things to All People, and board member Nicole Miller for all of their outstanding work building this momentum. While LCHA's executive director, Ben Taylor, may have been contemplating a quiet life, fishing and enjoying retirement, Laura and Delta had other plans for poor Ben. The tremendous damage inflicted by these storms has caused Ben to double down on his efforts, lead the recovery for LCHA's residents and communities. In addition to the new full-time job of fighting insurance companies for something resembling justice, this HUD Choice Neighborhoods redevelopment is yet another full-time job for Ben. All of that in addition to his regular executive director role. It has been a pleasure getting to know him, and we are beyond grateful for his extraordinary dedication to Lake Charles. Ben, come on up.
God, appreciate it. Very nice. On behalf of the Housing Authority, I'd like to welcome everybody here today. There are some people that I need to recognize because not one person does this. This is that the thing that was most impressive told to me by the CNI team was the way that the whole community, the police jury, the city, hospitals, private industry, but I need to recognize a few people particularly. My board members, board chair, Nicole, would you stand up? Bubba, would you stand up? Bubba McCarty, Matt Red, Michael Hankins, I don't see. Avonda, please stand up too. And he feels like a board member. He ought to be around so much in the process. Jim, would you stand up? So let you know about Jim, okay? He is the Lake Area Industry Alliance chairman, president, and it's unheard of for someone to be in that type of position and involve themselves so much in a community effort with housing. And I would like to recognize his shepherding of the group as we got it all done. Thank you. Shanika is the person who keeps me between the ditches and doesn't let me wander around too much. We have some folks from HUD, Elvitra Gibbs and Terry Pania, are our workers with HUD, and I'd like to recognize them too because they've held my hand through all this. Thank y'all for coming, and I couldn't be happier.
Excellent. All right, Calcasieu Parish has played a crucial role in this revitalization effort. The parish has been a staunch supporter of all things resiliency and has matched the city's commitment of $5 million of CDBG DR funding that they are receiving through the state of Louisiana's Resilient Communities Infrastructure Program. And that funding is going to be utilized to construct new streets and subsurface resilient infrastructure throughout this new neighborhood. Additionally, the Calcasieu Parish Public Trust Authority provided a payment of lieu of taxes to the Mid-City Lofts development, which allowed us to boost the private debt and equity investments in the project. Are there any representatives here today from the Trust Authority? We got anybody? All right. Thank you guys so much. The team is grateful for the leadership of Parish Administrator Brian Beam and for the Calcasieu Parish Police Juror Brian Abshire for your support. Police Juror Abshire, thank you for all your support. Please come on up.
Thank you, Josh. Today's Mid-City Transformation Project that we're celebrating is truly based on 2 unit partnerships tonight with too many people to thank. The best part of the Mid-City project is the miraculous commitment of its numerous partners. You'll be hearing from many of those key players today. But make no doubt, we could not have completed the project without some of our key players like Ben Taylor, Mayor Nick Hunter, Gina Campo in the Louisiana Office of Community Development, the Louisiana Housing Corporation, and of course Sarah Judson and her team at the Community Foundation. Their leadership and support are absolutely pivotal in this project list. Calcasieu Parish is proud of this amazing collaboration as and truly invested in this mid-city transformation that will be achieved through the choice intervals. I couldn't go without thanking the residents of Dixie Drive for showing up today. I know that you guys are excited. We can't wait to be here for the unveiling to see you move into your new place. And for, of course, the beautification of the Lake Street corridor. Thank you all for being here. And Josh.
All right, given the rain, first off, I think we can probably pack a few more people under the tent if y'all want to try to get cozy. But I'm going to sort of accelerate a little bit. The state of Louisiana is absolutely the most crucial funding partner in everything that we're doing. And the Office of Community Development has provided amazing leadership in disaster recovery ever since Hurricanes Katrina and Alita. They have 2 programs that we've used extensively. The Piggyback and the Prime programs. We've developed 27 different projects with them, $170 million. And they've already been investing in this project with a $3.5 million loan to Mid-City Lofts. So without further delay, I'd like to call up Kelvin Hill, the Housing Director for the Louisiana Office of Community Development.
Thank you, Josh. We're certainly happy to be here to celebrate with you today on behalf of the Office of Community Development Disaster Recovery. We understand that Lake Charles has gone through a lot, and we're thankful to be able to be a partner to help fund some of these developments. As you see behind you, Mid-City Lofts is on the way. We were happy to be a part of that funding solution. And as we go forward and you guys need help and support, please look to the Office of Community Development to continue to partner with you. We're so happy to be able to help you, my friend, and if there's anything more we could do, just let us know. Thank you. We appreciate it.
The Louisiana Housing Corporation has been the single most important catalyst and funder of affordable and workforce housing in the state. Since the Low-Income Housing Tax Credit came into existence in 1986, HRI has partnered with LHC on 51 projects totaling $928 million, resulting in over 4,200 apartments across the state. To this CNI undertaking, LHC has already allocated $15 million in tax credits to the Mid-City Lofts, and without them supporting CNI across the state over the last 12 years, none of these important transformational projects would be out of the ground. So it's a great honor to introduce you to Lewis Russell, Director of Multifamily Housing with the Louisiana Housing Corporation.
Thank you, Josh. Happy to be here with you all. I know the weather is pouring, so I'll be quick, but on behalf of Louisiana Housing Corporation, its board of directors, and the entire staff, we appreciate just being able to be a part of the collective effort to help in the revitalization of Lake Charles and all that have been done by Office of Community Development and LAC with this funding, along with the vision and foresight of your Honorable Mayor Nick Hunter and the team here, the Housing Authority, and all of us. It takes everybody to make it work. And so we're happy to play our part in being able to do that. And as has been said already, if there's more that we can do, we're just a phone call away. We appreciate it. We thank you so much. And you guys be blessed. Thank you.
Get anything. You may not know it, but there are actually 2 types of HUD Choice Neighborhood grants. The first is a planning grants, which are modest in size, but that help communities plan, organize, and prepare for the larger implementation plans. Most communities have to go through this two-step process, but not Lake Charles. Lake Charles was able to springboard directly to a $40 million implementation grant. This was directly related to the great work that the Community Foundation of Southwest Louisiana spearheaded to create the Just Imagine 50-year resilience plan. The Just Imagine plan brought together an extensive and diverse group of stakeholders that came up with a detailed vision. Not only did HUD agree that it was worthy of a choice neighborhood grants, but they got a very prestigious award from the Condest and award of it. Many folks participating in this planning effort, but Sarah Jobson, CEO of the Community Foundation, provided passionate leadership every step of the way, and that same passionate leadership has continued during the implementation process. So thank you, Sarah.
Well, you know, the most weather-battered city in America, it should rain at our event. I think everybody has shared what we are so passionate about. You know, our community foundation is about connecting people who care with causes that matter. And after Hurricane Laura 4 years ago, we knew that the cause that mattered most was relief, recovery, and then rebuilding for the future. We were so fortunate as a region to receive a $2.5 million gift from Angela and David Philo. And their goal was that we would not build a more resilient and thriving region. I think we're at the beginning of that process, right? This is it. So with the teamed effort of that connecting people who care, who have been mentioned, just want to reiterate that team effort. That team effort of bringing together entities from the city and the tourists, from people like Charles, from the Silver, the System, our own team. Okay. It was working on it. The team effort. But that's what happened, and I'm really saying with what Ben shared too, for the housing authorities to have a team behind them is what really gave them that momentum, kind of that wind beneath the wings to know we can do this. The community is coming together with so many partners and community engagement, the residents here who got to share their vision for what this will be like in the future. And so it really is, I believe, fulfilling that original goal of that grant from the Philos, for us to come together, for us to all leverage that gift and make it a sustainable and thriving region for the future. And I think together we're all making that happen. So thank you all for being a part of that.
An important topic that we haven't covered yet today is that none of this happens without private capital. HRI was beyond excited when one of our favorite capital partners, First Horizon Bank, informed us they were interested in serving as a tax credit investor and construction lender on Mid-City Lofts. Their approximately $13.7 million equity investment and $8.8 million construction loan were crucial to making this project a reality. It also brings the total funding amount that First Horizon has put into HRI affordable housing developments in Louisiana to over $65 million together in just the last 5 years. So please welcome to the podium First Horizon Lake Charles Market President, Stephen Perez.
Thank you, Josh. I don't know whether to be brief or long-winded. It's just doesn't look like we're going anywhere. 50-50 increase. Look, at First Horizon, you know how vital affordable housing is to thriving communities. And as such, it is our true, we're very proud just to be part of the tremendous and transformative investment in Lake Charles. And like Mayor Hunter said, in the heart of the city, right here, Mid-City. As you know, the demand for affordable housing continues here in Southwest Louisiana, across the state, and around the country. and as such remains a true priority for Virtual ISO, where we strive to continuously reinvest in the communities where we reside. Thanks again for all the many hands that went into this project. Everyone who made this dream a reality, thank you all so very much, and we're proud to be a part of this.
All right, before we get to turning dirt in the rain, I guess that's turning mud, I had several other expressions of gratitude that must be made. Thank you to Hope Federal Credit Union for their $1.7 million first mortgage loan on Mid-City Lofts. Obviously, a giant thank you to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is represented here today by Alitra Gibbs, who is the Office of Public Housing Director for HUD New Orleans Field Office, and her colleague Terry Rosen-Pena. Thank you. We've got a couple of incredible construction partners. RNGD Construction, a Palmisano company, has been consistently an outstanding design-build partner for us for the last 12 years. As you can see, they've hit the ground running on Mid-City Lofts, and we're hoping they continue that pace and deliver the building early, but definitely no later than this time next year. So thank you, Nick and the team, for supporting the event and supporting everything we do. Lake Charles-based Alfred Palma General Contractors is getting underway literally today with demolition activities. We're very excited to build a lasting relationship with your team, James. So thank you for the great launch and the support today. If it wasn't for the incredible local engineering firm, D.W. Jessen, we would still be fumbling around in the dark, not only on demolition and infrastructure design, but Mid-City Lofts Engineering, and most certainly Woodring Apartments community downtown. They really have been a very good spiritual guide for how we worked in the city so profitably today. So if Grants or Parrott are here, thank you very much. We really appreciate all the support we've received from our friends with the Lake Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau, and also the Southwest Louisiana Economic Development Alliance, what do you show? While much has been said about the launch of physical improvements today, it's the people component that is the most important component. So thank you, Urban Strategies, for consistently being the MVP of the Choice Neighborhoods program. If you're on the Urban Strategies team, raise your hand. They should work in force, right? So it's a great list of all the impressive work you're already doing to improve the lives of fellow residents of White Oaks. Speaking of which, a tremendous thank you to the residents who we clearly realize are dealing with very challenging changes in their lives as we undertake this transformation. It's our largest hope and desire that you and your extended families return to be long-term residents and foster here at the revitalized Mid-City neighborhood. Appreciation for a couple actuary partners. First, Project for the Future is a co-owner with us in the Mid-City Lofts. We're going to be wearing a ton of other hats in the broader Choice Neighborhood undertaking. I want to specifically thank Henry Mancuso, who's with us today, and Charlotte Blake, who's going to... All right, Henry. Instagram developments, represented here by Mike Lestrange, is serving as a housing developer, and their partnership has been invaluable since they've been working with SCHA since 2008. Get ready for some exciting news for them as they're going to do the senior cottages in 2025. Finally, a huge thank you to my colleagues at HI Communities, HCI Architecture, and HI Management. Out of the red, I would do without my friend and partner in quality housing production, Chris Clemens. Roger Freeburg and his team at HCI Architecture continue to blow us away with the quality of their design and attention to detail. And what can I say without doing deep gratitude for HRI Management? What you guys do is tremendous, and we're already so excited to have you leasing up and physically present at Woodring Apartments downtown. So thank you to the HR management team. I would say it's time to officially turn back and grab a shovel
but that was a little extra wet. Let me survey the cloud. No, I did a thumbs out.
Ready?